Okay, so now that the app has been downloaded, you can then go and pair the box and the iPad. Make sure that the box is within 5 feet or so of the iPad when you go to do that. Let's go ahead and I don't know if you can see this on the screen, but what you'll look for is the settings tab. It looks like a wheel or a gear wheel. So you tap on that button. It brings up the screen where it says settings. You're going to see units, temperature, remote mode, sessions, crop seasons or crop sessions, and then you'll see where it says pair devices. Well, the first thing that you need to worry about is just pushing the plus button. And it's going to search for this device, and when the pairing has happened, it's going to say successfully paired. If it just keeps on searching and searching and searching, or you get a failure where it says it did not find any new devices, make sure that you're not A, in remote mode, or B, that your battery has a good battery, or make sure that your device has a good battery rather. And then C, make sure there's not any damage to the unit itself, if it received any moisture on the inside or anything of that nature. So once you get into the settings where you can go through and name your cart name, so I'm just going to go G, C for grain cart and space, and then I'll go with bushel number, model number. Display rounding, 20 units. That means it's going to update in 20-pound increments. Unload detection. Unload detection is going to be what you want to have on. So that's the main feature. That is the capability to automatically record. The minimum unload tolerance is at 1,000 pounds. So once 1,000 pounds is unloaded, it will transfer over into the automatic unload detection mode. That doesn't mean that it's not going to keep track of loads that are underneath 1,000 pounds. It's always looking at the weights and the updates of the weights on the monitor. But once you eclipse 1,000 pounds, then it will go ahead and go into the automatic unload detection on your screen. The next thing is the display smoothing. The smoothing should be turned on. The only time that I ever see that the smoothing should not be turned on is if you have a smaller grain cart, something that's smaller than 700 bushels maybe. But for the vast majority, moving through the field, you're going to hit all kinds of different bumps and rough terrain. So it's probably a good thing to have this turned on. The only time that you might turn that off is if you need to do some troubleshooting with the bars. We'll get into that a little bit later. Once you have everything changed and where you like it, go ahead and press done. And then from here you'll see that you have your grain cart named, and then you can go to your display, and then hopefully your display shows up with a number on it. Now that is probably not what you have on your cart, so to zero out this display you don't need to hit the clear. The clear is just going to be a temporary tear. What you need to do is go into the device, and it looks like a kind of like a junction box or a circuit board there, but with terminals on it. So you push on device, and then you can go in, and underneath the calibration factor you'll press zero scale. Yes, I want to zero it. Go back to your display and it will be zeroed out. And that's all the further we're going to go with this video, is just initially pairing, zero out your scale.